Hey, how you doing? Good to have you here. We are talking about using a very useful tool called the JS console in our browser, and specifically we're looking at the Google Chrome browser. If you aren't using it, I highly recommend it. It's what I use. And it's very common within developers, and it's very helpful and has lots of tools for programmers and stuff. So highly recommend downloading and using it. That's what I'm going to be showing here today. If you use Firefox or some other browser, wonderful. There are tools available for other browsers, and I'm sure that one can find those on YouTube or reach out to me, and maybe I can find some resources for you. But this is on Google Chrome. So to take a look at that and what we're talking about, we can look at this website. That's actually, this is my I did my internship at this website at this place actually. Theorem Advertising. And just to take a look, oh, it's already open here, sorry. And so what you're seeing there was the console. So here's the website. Great, and they have contact information, and you can kind of look at all this stuff. So normal website. Now, to inspect and look at some of the behind the ground stuff, which you can also do on your own website and help diagnose things, there's this really useful tool, and it's located right up here. See these like vertical ellipses, ... You're going to go down here to more tools, and then in more tools you're going to hit dev tools. You can also hit, is it Option Command J? Yeah, Option Command J. Now this will pop up. Don't get overwhelmed. I know there's a lot there. Let's start like this. See this button right here? It says select an element in the page to inspect. Yeah, click on that, and then notice as you kind of like look around the page, whatever page you're on, it kind of like highlights different elements. And if you just highlight this, oh, looking that, oh, I can see, I can't move my mouse because I lose it, but like, hey, this is an H2, it's got some stuff going on it. It even shows me the color and the font. Oh, that's really useful if you're trying to like mimic a website or something like that. And check this out, if you click on that, so I clicked on it over here on the right, you may not have seen that, check it out. It highlighted in all this code, which, oh yeah, check this out. Header, body, oh, this is just HTML starting with, yeah, this is the whole website right there with all these divs and things that maybe we don't recognize yet. But what I do recognize is, oh yeah, this one, our H2, is something called a class. We'll get to that, don't even worry about it. And then yeah, helping brands optimize today. Yep, that's exactly it. Now check this out. What we also get here are its styles. And so its styles, as we kind of talked about in terms of CSS, it has styles that's inherited from the general template, and then as it gets closer and closer to who he is. But like, just to check this out, look at it. This is the color that it is. If I click that off, oh, turns it off, and then it inherits the earlier color. Yeah, and then boom, click this, great. And then you have access on this top line if you're like, hey, I want to check out like different things here. What's going on with this? I can put in a new color and do, sure, why not aqua, and it'll change it, and I can actually change things right there. Now, does it change it permanently? Absolutely not. Okay, it changes it in what's known as the DOM, like your experience of that iteration of the website. But if like you hit the refresh button here, boom, this is back to its original state. Yeah, so really useful. You can even do this with your own websites, which is a way that us programmers diagnose our websites. When you're having an issue, you're like, oh my gosh, I just can't get this thing centered. It won't center for me. What's going on? They'll actually, they'll leave the code. We'll leave the code and just go right to the DOM and just like code here. Why won't it go and be like, what about text align center? Will that center it? Oh yeah, that did it. And I also want like some other stuff going on here, like text weight, or I don't know, weight, font weight, yeah. And we'll take that up to 700. I want kind of bold. Great, and it looks really good here, sweet. And then you can just copy and paste this into your code sandbox, into your CSS, because you know, boom, that's the exact CSS I want. This developer tool, really helpful. Is there a lot more going on up here? Oh yeah, there's a lot more. So don't sweat it right now. You don't need to understand everything, but this little piece where if you have the elements selected, you actually look at the elements of the HTML and you can see the styles going on there. Okay, happy coding.